time to pump it up. The Falcons having a ball at the state soccer tournament. St. Albert 3 away from a championship. And the net results? The Lewis Central girls breaking away. The Titans rolling against the Warriors. The Saints on cloud 9. LC ripping away. Hey, which way for this guy? What's the latest take on Jake?
I'm Father Paul Monahan from St. Albert, and the Bluffs Sports Zone starts now.
Hello, I'm JJ Davis, and welcome to our latest edition of the Bluffs Sports Zone. Made my annual trip to Des Moines for the state soccer tournament. First, though, with the guys. Now, St. Albert kicks in with its 6th appearance in the last 9 years. First in the last 3. Now, the second smallest school in the state looking to play big when it matters most. First up, the quarterfinals.
Leave it all on the field. There's nothing left to say. All right, so let's get our prayer in. Hail Mary.
Oh, grace, Lord, with thee.
Must win for the 11th ranked Falcons. St. Albert kicks it around with number 3, MOC Floyd Valley. The Birds, Rodrigo Barajas, can't find the trigger. The Dutchman with the cross. Freshman keeper Kyle Barnes, point blank, one of his 6 saves. Now St. Albert outshoots the Valley 16-15. Cole McBride can't find the range. And then something to yay about. Scoreless, 5:37 left in the half. McBride with the cross. Charlie Donaldson knocks it in. The senior's 6th goal of the year, and the Falcons are on the board 1-0. 4 minutes later, Julian Mendoza, right foot, near post. Number 7's 7th of the season. And St. Albert sitting pretty, up 2-0 at the break. Now lightning strikes 3 times in a span of 3 minutes in the second half. Brody Bradenberg, who scored just 2 goals all year, gets one here. 3-0 Falcons. Just over a minute later, the junior again in front. Right spot at the right time, far corner. 4-0. Now the hits just keep on coming. The second seed controls the midfield, and the team's leading scorer closes it out. Senior Cole McBride. Goal number 22. In all, 4 different players find the back of the net. St. Albert stuns MOC Floyd Valley 5-1.
Had a couple guys step up that hadn't stepped up before, and I'm just pleased. It wasn't our best game, to be honest with you, but it was a workmanship type game, and we got done what we needed to get done.
First one, I just kind of came to my foot, and it, I don't know, kind of got lucky. It landed on my right. I just put it in bottom corner like I'm supposed to. And the second one, it was just all a blur. The goalie was coming at me. I just kind of threaded it through him to the bottom corner again.
Usually I'm putting in the crosses, so it's a little bit different. Usually it's me putting them into Cole, but it was the other way around that time. So it's great to be on the other end, though. So
Good job. Good job. Good job.
What's it mean to a senior to get to the Final Four, winning game at state?
It's unbelievable. Haven't been to state since my freshman year, and it's just unbelievable getting back to the semifinals for us.
It's a win, and we're on. We're up here for the next 2 days. We have a chance for the top state championship, and we're one of the 4 teams left in our class. So. The kids did well.
The Falcons have now won 14 of their last 15. Next up, the Final Four. And how about that, huh? Just the 5th time this season, St. Albert has scored at least 5 goals. And the Falcons couldn't have picked a better time, huh? So it's off to the state semifinals. It's only going to get tougher from here. Now, St. Albert looks to go goal again against Gilbert.
Good luck.
The 2nd-seeded Falcons meet the 3rd-seeded Tigers, and the winner walks onto the pitch in the state final. Now, St. Albert, a number of chances early, makes the save. The Birds' best opportunities off set pieces. And again, just can't punch it in. Gilbert with the free kick. Off the mark. Now, the Tigers come in the match having pitched 12 shutouts during the season. And again, the Falcons just cannot find the back of the net.
Go Falcons!
Oh gosh is right. Scoreless, 35th minute. Gilbert's Nathan Kimley from 45 yards out. It's just the senior's second goal of the year, and it's a big one. Won the Zip Tigers at the break.
You got to go. If you lose the ball, go get it. Cole, especially you. Just go get it. Don't foul him. Play straight up. Just go get it.
Gilbert turns up the heat in the second half. St. Albert keeper Kyle Barnes just smothers it. The freshman again plays perhaps his best half of the year. Now, Falcons fans still hopeful for a comeback. St. Albert, a number of build-ups and a number of centering passes, but in the end, just cannot find the shot. The Tigers outshoot the Falcons 29-12. Set piece, can't finish. Under 5 minutes left in the match, Gilbert's Ben Duster with the breakaway. And the Tigers end St. Albert's bid for another state title, shutting out the Falcons 2-0.
I'm disappointed we did not play our best today. I'm not going to blame it on Heat. That was a pretty good team. They dunked it around, and that's probably the best defensive team in the state.
You know, it wasn't a terrible match, but we didn't, take our opportunities like we should have, and they did.
They outworked us. They capitalized on their chances. They had their breakaways. We had ours. We had a few that we didn't put away, and they had that first goal that really brought us down.
That's not the first time that's happened this year either. I mean, it's a freshman keeper. I mean, we can't expect him to do everything right 100% of the time. And in my opinion, he made up for it in the second half. He had probably the best half of soccer he's had all year.
I would like to say so, but I don't think we did play our best game today. We just had some breakdowns, like we were stabbing and stuff like that, and just in general, we weren't up to our potential.
I'll put our top 11 against anybody. I mean, we're playing for third place here up at state, and we had a tough schedule. And if you look at our schedule comparatively, there's a reason we were seeded second, and there's a reason we were playing today. We're one of the top 4 teams in the state as far as I'm concerned.
The Falcons then fall to Gladbrook Rhinebeck 4-3. St. Albert at 15-6 finishes 4th in the state. And for the 6 seniors, still a season to remember. Another season just getting cranked up. 2 gal pals take a few swings at each other. But up next, hey, what about the ladies? It's that time of year again for Lewis Central. When we come back.
At Council Plus Savings Bank, you still get personalized customer service.
We have identity-safe checking with LifeLock, identity theft protection.
You get personal mortgage lending to fit your needs now and in the future.
You get business banking with the latest technology because saving you time saves you money.
At Council Plus Savings Bank, you get people who answer when you call and local employees who are actively involved in our community. Council Plus Savings Bank, hometown banking the way it used to be.
My life is full of statistics. Thing is, I could have dropped out of school and become one myself, but I didn't because I had people that believed in me. Here's another statistic. 7,000 students drop out every school day. That's 1 every 26 seconds. It's time that students know that we believe in them.
Inspire a student and share your message of support at boostup.org.
If you drive buzzed, it could cost you around $10,000. You'll face major legal fees. major fines, and steep insurance penalties. You could lose everything. Buzzed, busted, and broke, because buzz driving is drunk driving.
There's a shelter pet who wants to meet you. Meet one today. Visit theshelterpetproject.org. Adopt.
This portion of the Bluffs Sports Zone brought to you by Cutler O'Neill, Meyer Woodring, family-owned funeral home, serving Council Bluffs in southwest Iowa for over 100 years.
Been to state the last 2 years with the ladies of Lewis Central. It sure would be nice to see them win a game or 2 or 3. Now the Titans kick off the second season with a Class 2A Region 1 semifinal match at home sweet home and against a Sergeant Bluff Luton team with a record under 500. So if you're thinking what I'm thinking, then you'd be right. It would be a long night for the Warriors goalkeeper, especially in the first half. Just over 12 minutes into the match, Allie Dimiturco, long lead pass to Kelsey McSorley, gets by the keeper and then rolls it in. The sophomore scores on a header minutes later, and then breakaway. Left foot near post. McSorley with the hat trick in just over 25 minutes, 3-zip LC. Fun times at Titan Stadium. Now the fun continues less than a minute later. Amy Peterson, just outside the box, 4-0. Kaylee Putnam scores on a penalty kick, and then 12 seconds left in the half. The junior with the header. Lewis Central goes on to shut out Sergeant Bluff Luton 6-0.
Lewis Central score by Kaylee Putnam.
We didn't know much about our opponent this time, so we were just trying to work on passing, moving, and finishing. And for parts actually going in the wind, I thought as we got a little more comfortable, we got more and more chances, and then we finally started to score.
Can this team punch through at state?
You know, our biggest goal for this season was to make it past the first round at state, and I think all of us have worked really hard all season, and we hope to go past the first round for this year.
This year, I think that we're a lot more dedicated and we're more focused on it. Last year and the year before that was just about getting to state, and this year it's more about getting past the first round.
We talk about that all the time. Like, our goal this year isn't just to win the first game. Like, we want to go and win like more than one game. We want to win like state this year.
They're all competitors. I mean, they all want to be great. They always fight when they're out there. They've got skill, the drive, it's all there. I have a lot of belief in this team.
And so the 6th-ranked Titans are off to the Class 2A final. Lewis Central kicks it with number 9 Spencer at Denison. And the winner? A ticket to state. LC, one win away from its 3rd straight trip to the Promised Land. Does Lewis Central do it again? Surprise! Spencer jumps out 2-zip in the first 9 minutes, and the Tigers go on to stun the Titans 3-1. Now LC outshoots its opponent 29-11, but cannot find the back of the net. Lewis Central will not be headed back to state for the 3rd year in a row. Wow! LC ends its season at 13-4. Now the Titans graduate 8 seniors. And then there's AL. 8th-ranked West Des Moines Valley shuts out the Lynx 2-0. Abraham Lincoln denied its first trip to state since 2002. Keeper Lexi Bates stops 12 shots. AL finishes at 12-5. And the Lynx say goodbye to 8 seniors. But not so for the Saints. St. Albert's headed back to state. The Saints stun Tri-Center 3-zip in a shootout. Jenna Cox, Maddie Munger, Miranda Beasley score when it matters most. Now head coach Randy Sawyers and his trusty assistant Chris Hughes stepping aside after 23 years, not done yet. St. Albert at 15-6 will kick it with 2nd-ranked Sioux City Heelan in the state quarterfinals. Lukey, who I found at state. Hey, what's he doing here? They were all there on the hill. softball, Saints style, after the break.
The Mid-America Center is the Heartland's premier entertainment and convention center. June 7th, the most beautiful horses in the world come to town for the Gala of the Royal Horses. Then September 27th, Papa Roach with headliner Five Finger Death Punch. The MAC offers free parking for all events, including those in the convention center. July 10th and 11th, enjoy all things British, movies, and more at British Fest. Then Spirit of Courage Celebrity Weekend takes place August 8th and 9th. Tickets, information, and more at midamericacenter.com.
Hey, you going out like that?
Yeah, why?
Well, what would the neighbors think?
I see you! Come look at Mr. Feather! Look what I have. Mr. Bird, remember? Bark, bark, bark! We're just playing! We're just playing on trying to get you out of here!
Even still.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. There are thousands of teens in foster care who don't need perfection. They need you.
Ever wonder what makes us, the Smurfs, so happy? The forest, of course. This is where we, along with the beautiful forest creatures, make our home with beautiful plant life, clean water, and endless adventures. It's a place to celebrate. So discover the forest with your family today. Visit discovertheforest.org to find a forest near you.
What do you think it would be like to teach? Chances are, you have no idea. Teachers today are breaking down obstacles, finding innovative ways to instill old lessons, proving that greatness can be found in everyday places, and that you don't need to be famous to be unforgettable. That's what it's like to teach.
Your future is here at CBTV. You're in the game. You take the shots. It's your story. The Media Studies program at Iowa Western. Real reality TV starring you. For more information, go to iwcc.edu. You know, my heart goes out to the St. Albert softball team. I mean, it hasn't been easy these last few years, but the Saints keep coming, keep pushing, and sooner or later, they're going to get there. So, here we go again. Lewis Central comes up the hill. Now, Elsie, what? 50 or so girls in the program? And St. Albert? Under 20. But still, anything can happen, and that's why they play the games. The Saints, winners of two of their first 4 home games, host city rival Lewis Central, and St. Albert pitcher Bailey Clark just mowing them down. 3 strikeouts in the first inning, and the junior finishes with 11. Now, Titans starter Allie Wolf with 2 of her own in the bottom of the inning. Scoreless, top of the 3rd. Wolf just lays it down, and there's nobody home. Later, 2 on, 1 out. McKenna Dufek rips one down the line. The visitors 9 hits overall, 2 runs come around to score. Now LC grabs a 3-0 lead. Josie Shudek drops one in. A 5-run inning, Lewis Central 5-zip after 3. Now the home team manages just 3 hits. Claire Noth punches one to right in the 5th inning. And then Peyton Carmen chops one to the pitcher, who throws it away. St. Albert scores on the ground out to make it 6-1. Wolf then stops the bleeding with one of her 10 Ks. Now Saints catcher Emily Barden throws out not 1, not 2, but 3 Titans trying to steal. Bottom of the 7th, Grace Cox right up the box. It cuts it to 4, but that's it. Allie Wolf goes the distance. Big strikeout to end it. Lewis Central KO St. Albert 6-2.
Good win. You know, it's big. They're in the conference now, and you know they beat Glenwood the other night, and so that's a good thing for us. And with us splitting with Creston Thursday night, that helps us quite a bit. This year they're really young. I have 3 seniors. They're good leaders on the team, but we've got Allie and McKenna that are juniors, and everybody else is 8th and 9th graders. And I look forward to the years to come.
Yeah, we're all really close. We're all just like a little family. I'm excited for this because everyone's just my friend, and we have no enemies or anything. There's no drama or anything like that, so I'm excited for it.
I mean, we're still really young this year, but we have more like experience with playing softball, and I think we're just a little bit more closer, so it helps to be on the field together.
Very young. They're babies, they're going up to bat, and they're brand new 8th graders that haven't been out yet, and we've got kids playing in weird positions, and I think it just takes them all game to finally feel comfortable enough to settle down and be able to produce some runs.
Honestly, I think this team has more heart than last year's did. If we had some of the girls that were out last year, I think we'd be better off, but I'd rather have these girls over last year's girls.
I would say this year's team has less talent than last year's team, but the same as Bailey said, they've got more heart, and they have more. We talked this before this game. We talked about having synergy and how we all need to. Of course, we're going to lean on Bailey, but we're also going to try to everyone input their own little bit of skill.
In their last 4 wins over the Saints, the Titans have outscored St. Albert 35-3. Lewis Central is, well, Lewis Central. The Titans always seem to have a pretty decent team, and this year, no exception. And you know, LC has been taking no prisoners lately. Now, as of June 8th, Lewis Central's 10-4. The Titans have won 8 of their last 9. St. Albert has lost 5 in a row at 2-6. The 9th-ranked Lynx started off 7-0. AL dropped 3 straight at the West Des Moines Valley Invite. Now, Thomas Jefferson opens its season with a win. The Yellow Jackets haven't won since, but it's early. The TJ baseball team comes in at 4-3. Can the Jackets repeat what they pulled off last year? St. Albert to under 500. Lewis Central 5-3. And Abraham Lincoln just the opposite, 3-5. But like I said, it's early. Up next, our play of the week. I think he was the most surprised guy on the pitch. The latest pitch on a former Falcon, Reaver, and Wildcat. Still swinging or what? On the other side.
For more than a quarter century, thousands of Southwest Iowa athletes have relied on this team, Jenny Ed Sports Med. Their sole focus is to prevent, diagnose, and treat your sports injury. They even partner with the surgeons at Ortho West, ensuring you get your own exclusive roadmap back to action. Methodist Jenny Ed Sports Med invites all Southwest Iowa athletes to its free walk-in clinic, open every Saturday morning, August through October. Jenny Ed Sports Med.
Get your ass out. You're not in here. Yes, I am. Move! Give it to him hard!
No. Every day, kids witness bullying.
Why you stabbing me with it? No!
They want to help,
Ow.
but don't know how. Teach your kids how to be more than a bystander. Visit stopbullying.gov.
Jack Frost, you do have beautiful teeth.
My what?
Are they really as white as they say? Yes. Oh, they really do sparkle like freshly fallen snow. This is an excellent example of what teeth should look like. Check out the iridescence of that incisor, the beauty of that bicuspid, the magnificence of those molars. And the best way to achieve such terrific teeth is brushing. 2 minutes, twice a day. Not 30 seconds, not a minute 45. 2 minutes. That's all it takes. They're beautiful.
Seems like it was just yesterday Jake Waters was running and throwing his way to a national championship at Iowa Western. And since then, well, we all know the story. The former Falcon then flies at Kansas State. Next stop, the NFL and Jacksonville. So I'm at the boys' state soccer tournament. And guess who I run into? I mean, what's he doing there? I mean, isn't he supposed to be, you know? Last time we saw Jake Waters, the former Falcon and Reaver, learning the offense with the Jaguars. Now Jake, just a face in the crowd at the boys' state soccer tournament. He was let go by Jacksonville.
They brought in a guy that they were kind of familiar with. That we had a couple coaches that coached him before, and they kind of just brought him in, more of a veteran type guy, I guess. So that's kind of what they told me, and then they just let me go.
The Jags let the former K-State quarterback go after bringing in second-year pro Jeff Toole, formerly of Washington State.
Oh, I was definitely shocked. I thought I was performing well and doing everything I could, every chance I got to throw or do anything. I thought I performed well, and it was just kind of a crappy deal, but it's kind of about, they knew this guy and they were more comfortable with him, I guess. It's definitely a business, for sure. It's a cutthroat business that, if they find a guy that they like better, or they know, or, something like that, then they're not afraid to let a guy go. It's definitely faster than college, and the windows are a lot tighter to throw to, and because the defense is so much better. So overall, it's a lot faster.
So what do you do now?
That's the question. I'm kind of in limbo right now, just to see if another team picks me up, or if I get another shot somewhere. Maybe CFL if the NFL doesn't give me a shot.
So are you willing to go north, play anywhere?
Yeah. As of right now, I'm willing to, because I know I can play. I'm confident in my ability to play at that level. So all I need is a legit chance. So we'll just kind of see.
Life in limbo for former Falcon and Reaver quarterback Jake Waters. Now Jake's only 23, so time is on his side. And now it's time for our Play of the Week, brought to you by Buena Vista University. St. Albert circles the wagons at the state soccer tournament. Now Brody Bradenberg comes out firing against MOC Floyd Valley. The junior finds one corner for just his third goal of the season. And just a short time later, he does it again, this time to the other corner. The Falcons dump the Dutchman 5-1. Brody Bradenberg with our play, or plays of the week. The Play of the Week is brought to you by Buena Vista University. Summer classes begin June 29th. Fall classes kick off August 24th. Call 712-749-1990 to register today. These shows just keep coming and going. I'll be back with some more state soccer, this time the girls' tournament. Now remember, as always, to keep it here for more news and information in your community by tuning in to the Council Bluffs News with Marie Zeitner. And so, with this latest edition of the Bluff Sports Zone, I'm J.J. Davis, and as always, I'll see you around.